This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Curfew hours to be adjusted effective July 1. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the curfew hours will be reduced to facilitate the reopening of the entertainment sector this summer. Effective July 1, 2021, the Prime Minister said curfew hours will begin 11 p.m. on Mondays to Saturdays and 6 p.m. on Sundays, ending at 5 a.m. the following day. He said this will continue until August 11, 2021. Holness made the announcement during today's sitting of the House of Representatives. We believe that this will allow almost a full return in terms of business capacity to quick service industries, and it will start the phasing in of entertainment, Holness said. He added that the entertainment sector will have to be reset to operate with the new hours. 2 firearms seized, 3 detained in early Zozo ops. 3 men believed to be major players in the ongoing violence in Norwood, St. James, were among 33 men taken into custody and 2 firearms seized during a series of security operations on yesterday's full day of the Zone of Special Operations in the community. According to police reports, several police military patrol teams carried out searches in Hugger Lane, Church Lane, Gulf, and other hotspots yesterday morning. 2 illegal handguns and several rounds of ammunition were found hidden in an abandoned building. No one was arrested in connection with the seizure. An operation was carried out in one of the areas in the zone where they found 2 illegal 9mm pistols along with 18 rounds of ammunition, said Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, head of police communications. They brought in a number of persons that they processed and released, but we know they kept 3 for continued investigations. Lindsay said the security forces will be continuing their drive to seize illegal weapons and apprehend criminals. On Sunday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced that due to a dramatic increase in murders and shootings in Norwood, the decision was taken to impose the Zozo, pointing to 15 murders and 14 shootings since the start of 2021. Holness added that 66 murders have been recorded between 2019 and 2021 in the community in which 6 gangs operate. Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson said that with Norwood accounting for most of the murders committed in the parish since the start of 2021, intelligence has shown that several other murders and shootings that have taken place outside Norwood are linked to the gangs there. The Norwood Zozo is the second declared in St. James. The first was declared in Mount Salem in 2017. Other Zozos have been established in sections of Greenwich Town and Augusttown in St. Andrew and Denham Town in Kingston. Farmer found dead in Portland. Detectives in Port Antonio, Portland, are yet to establish a motive for the killing of a farmer, 50-year-old Garfield Gardner, whose body was found in bushes on Sunday afternoon. It is reported that a resident stumbled upon a trail of blood and subsequently discovered Gardner's body, which had multiple chop wounds. An alarm was raised and the police summoned. The scene was processed by investigators and the body removed to the morgue. Gardner was last seen alive about 5 p.m. Saturday when he reportedly left his home in the community of Compound in Hector's River to go to a nearby river. 7 people have so far been murdered in Portland since the start of 2021, which is still the lowest island-wide. The police are again appealing to residents to try and settle their disputes peacefully. Health Ministry issues warning about Delta and other COVID-19 variants. The Ministry of Health and Wellness is advising Jamaicans traveling overseas to observe strict safety protocols to prevent importation of the Delta and other variants of the coronavirus. Some COVID-19 variants allow the virus to spread more easily or make it resistant to treatments or vaccines. Most commonly reported symptoms of the Delta variant of COVID-19, first identified in India, are a headache, sore throat, and runny nose. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Bisasor-McKenzie, who was addressing the ministry's virtual COVID conversations press briefing recently, said preliminary reports coming out of the United Kingdom indicate that this variant has been found to be 40% more transmissible. There is a report as well that it is 2.61 times more likely to result in a severe illness and hospitalization, she said. Expressing concern about the highly contagious and virulent nature of the Delta and other COVID-19 variants, the CMO said maintenance of quarantine measures for persons who come into the country are even more important to prevent importation of these variants. This is one of the things that are important for Jamaicans to understand. While you see quarantine measures being eased in other places, it is important that many countries still maintain their quarantine measures, and it is because of the risk of spread of these variants that even vaccinated persons can bring into the country. That is why we would want the quarantine measures to be in place, she explained. Dr. Bisasor-McKenzie encouraged Jamaicans traveling abroad to continue to practice established COVID-19 safety protocols even when they enter those jurisdictions that do not require maintenance of the precautions. They may bring back into the country a variant that is naive to the population, and of course, that means it will spread very, very quickly within the population. With the vast number of persons in the country that are vaccinated, we remain at risk from all the strains of the COVID-19. So we are still at risk of exposure for the variants, which present additional risk, she emphasized. Dr. Bisasor-McKenzie said the ministry continues to advocate adherence to established safety protocols to limit transmission of the COVID-19 virus. Taxi operator robbed and shot in the face. A taxi operator of the El Shaddai taxi service was shot in the face in Addington Drive in St. Andrew yesterday afternoon. It was reported that about 3:40 p.m., the taxi operator was sitting in his motor car when he was approached by a man who shot him after allegedly robbing him. The gunman, sources in the area say, made his escape on foot on Roehampton Drive while the taxi operator was rushed to the Kingston Public Hospital, where he was undergoing treatment up to last night. Man shot dead at home in St. Andrew South community. A man was murdered in the St. Andrew South Police Division on Tuesday. Travis Otto, 24, of a Bentley Lane address, was at home with his girlfriend about 5 a.m. when thugs kicked off the door and shot him several times. The woman was not harmed. The St. Andrew South Police Division has recorded 80 murders since the start of the year, the highest in the country. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.